So I failed at the thing I thought that I was going to do for the rest of my life. And if you don't know me, my name is Amanda. I'm a romance author and I write books that help people heal, or at least try to. But before I went into becoming an author, I was actually an art major and I was pursuing a career in animation. So much so that I spent 4 years pursuing it at school before getting into a really amazing art school in Pasadena, and then shit hit the fan. That school is very expensive and I wasn't able to get a loan, and all of a sudden everything that I had planned went up in smoke. I wound up going to beauty school, and I gotta tell you, I've never been as depressed as I was when I was going to beauty school. The way that I dealt with this depression was every day during lunch, I would go to the library and I would spend my entire lunch hour role playing with other people. Now, before you think that's like a freaky sex thing, it's not. Text-based role play is where you have a character and your partner has a character and you're playing these characters out by writing a story together. Now, I've been role playing about as long as I've been drawing. But for some reason, role playing never felt like real writing to me. But I spent way more time writing role play with friends than I ever did drawing. And then I graduated beauty school and I started working in the industry. And this whole time I'm continuing to role play. In fact, I met my best friend through doing role play. With time, role playing became less and less satisfying. And after a while, I just could not find another roleplay partner that took things like pacing and character development and dialogue and all these things into account. It finally got dissatisfying enough for me that I was just like, F it, I'm just going to write a book. It'll be fine. I took one of me and my besties' scrapped roleplay ideas and I turned it into a book. And that book wound up being With Love, Juniper, which is my debut novel that came out with Inked in Gray. That book came out last year in January, and now I'm about to finish drafting my fourth book. Because it turns out that storytelling and writing is actually the thing that I'm most passionate about. Sometimes those failures end up being a guidance system. When I couldn't go to art school, I thought my life was over. Turns out I just had something cooler waiting for me around the corner. If you enjoyed this story and you want to follow along as I keep putting out books, I really encourage you to follow me. And make sure you drop a comment and say hello. Anyway, see you later.